What's going on, guys? This is Wandergasm. Today I'm in London and I'm going to be talking to you about 5 things you need to have when staying in a hostel. Let's do it. As I've spent the last 2 years of my life being a broke-ass traveller, I have stayed in a lot of hostels on my travels. Some of them great, some of them not so great. But during those stays, there are several things that I've learned to bring with me that make those stays a lot easier. So without further ado, let's get right into the list. Number 1, first things first, you are going to want to bring a pair of earplugs everywhere you go. If you've ever stayed in a hostel, you will know for a fact that they are not the quietest places on this beautiful planet. You know for a fact people are going to be up till the late hours partying. You know for a fact people are going to be coming in and out of your room every hour of the night. And you know for a fact there's going to be that one really annoying dick who's going to start packing their bag at 4 in the morning because they went out and got drunk, stumbled into the room and decided, oh fuck, I have to leave in 3 hours. To avoid being woken up by that absolute BS, pack a pair of earplugs. All you have to do is chuck them in your toiletry bag or whatever, and they go everywhere with you. They're tiny, they're cheap, and they honestly work a treat. You don't understand how many times they will help you sleep. You don't understand how much of a lifesaver they can be. I once stayed in a hostel in Hollywood on North something Boulevard, I don't remember where all the cool shops are. Anyway, it's called Banana Hostel or something like that. And it was an amazing hostel, very, very social. But every morning at the crack of dawn, there's this one guy that would wake up and sit in the courtyard and smoke a cigarette and laugh like a hyena, like at the top of his lungs, and he would wake the entire hostel up. Now, if I had a pair of earplugs, that wouldn't have bothered me, but I didn't, so I struggled. So, lesson is, take earplugs to every hostel you stay at. Thank you. Number 2, and it's a very similar device to the earplugs in that it helps you with your sleep, and that is a sleeping mask. Because again, we both know some people are just douchebags when they stay at hostels. They will come into your room at 3, 4, 5 a.m, turn on the lights so they can see what they're doing, brush their teeth, go to the toilet, have a shower, and just leave the lights on. And you're already fast asleep, and you're like, bruh, what are you doing? Turn the light off. Now, if you have a sleeping mask on and earplugs in, you're not even going to know someone's come in the room because your eyes are going to be pitch black and your ears are going to be blocked. But just helps, because when you're traveling a lot, if you've been on the road for a very long time, you could be exhausted, you might just want to have that one night off from partying, and this is just a lifesaver. And again, you don't have to just use it in the hostel, you can use it on planes, you can use it for a nap on a park bench if that's the kind of thing you get up to. Just take a sleeping mask, dude. You can get them for free on a flight over. Most planes will have them in their little toiletry bags. So again, it's such a worthwhile thing to bring with you during your stay at a hostel. Number 3. Now, you might think this is quite an obvious suggestion, but if you've never stayed in a hostel before, you might not know what the situation is. Obviously, a lot of the time when you're traveling, you'll be staying in a dorm room, which means you're staying in a shared room with a bunch of people you don't know. Now, most of these people will be great. However, very rarely there is that one person who is not a great person. That's person a lot of times. They might go around and try to steal some stuff. So a lot of hostels will come with lockers, but those lockers don't come with padlocks, which again is something that you're probably going to need if you want to keep your stuff safe, if that's the sort of thing you worry about. So taking a padlock, just a cheap little padlock with you wherever you go, keeping it in your travel bag, is just a great way to make sure your stuff is safe. You might not want to put your whole bag in a locker, but if you have a padlock, you can chuck your laptop, your passport, your money, anything you do worry about losing whilst you're out of the room. Again, most of the time you can just leave your stuff wherever it is in the room and it'll be fine. I've left my travel bag under my bed every time I've stayed in a hostel. Well, most of the time I've stayed in a hostel, and it's had my laptop, my camera, everything, and it's been safe. But that's because I've engaged the people in the room and figured they'd probably be pretty safe. But again, just to be sure, it's always good to have that padlock as a backup. So if you're going to be staying at a hostel, take a padlock with you if you do have things that you want to keep safe on your travels. Number 4, and this one is actually, I learned this from other travellers when I was staying in hostels, and it is, obviously if you're staying in a dorm room, privacy can be very lacking. Everyone's in the beds, the bunk beds most of the time, and if you want to take a nap in the middle of the day, if you want to pick your nose, if you want to get changed, if you want to sit and just watch a movie, most of the time you're not going to want everyone else to see what your business is. So a good way to get some privacy in a dorm room is to take a sheet with you. You don't have to take one with you, you can probably get one from the laundry room, but just in case, a lot of people will travel with a sheet. So what you do is you can hang that sheet, if you're on the bottom bunk anyway, from the side of the bed, and it just creates a little private room, so you can do whatever it is you need to do in privacy, get changed, pick your nose. But that sheet is also used for another reason, that is some people don't like to lay on hostel beds with other people's sheets, if that makes sense, because you never know when the last time they cleaned the sheets. You don't know who's been in that bed before you. Like, some people just don't like to touch other people's beds. So if you bring your own sheet, I mean, in fact, I've seen people who bring like these weird zip up, really thin sleeping bag things. It just sort of provides another layer between you and the sheets in the bed. So if that's the sort of thing you think you might be into, then yeah, bring a sheet. But like, again, it's just great to provide that little extra level of privacy, somewhere to get changed and do whatever it is you need to do. So take a sheet with you. I mean, a towel doubles up as well, but get onto that. And number 5 for the most useful thing to bring to a hostel when you're staying is, I would say, a power panel. Like, you know, like a power dock, so you can plug it into the wall and it gives you like 4 or 5 extra spots to plug things into. Because one thing I've always found at hostels is that there's never enough power points, like to charge your phone, to plug your laptop into. I don't know, other people put into walls, but anyway, if you bring one of these, you're literally gonna be a hostel hero, because if you plug that into the wall and let other people use it as well, like, everyone's gonna wanna be your friend. And it's so useful. You don't have to argue with someone or share power from the wall. Like, everyone gets to charge up their stuff and everyone's happy. So again, it's just a cheap investment, and it's not only useful at a hostel, you can use it at airports, you can use it in restaurants, like anywhere you go that there's not a lot of power plugs and someone else might be using one. Smash a little power thing into the wall and you'll be grand. Fantastic. But yeah, that is literally my quick little list of 5 really useful things to take with you when you're staying at a hostel. Hopefully you guys liked those. I probably have a bunch more of those to share with you, so if you do like this video, leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know you liked it. In fact, if you have any of your own, share them below. Don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.